This diagram illustrates the core survival strategy in Dead by Daylight. Players utilize map geometry, specifically wooden pallets and windows, to create a standard loop, building temporary fortresses to maintain distance from the killer. Those tactics rely on a predictable chase. The geometry breaks down when the pursuer is a military mind capable of actively analyzing and dismantling the terrain. Cervantes, the Shielder, is a decorated general of the Plugian army. He approaches the trials as a formal battlefield commander rather than a mindless predator. His identity centers on absolute loyalty and a legendary beard that has never seen defeat in combat. When he finally faced the sting of steel, the entity intervened, pulling him into the fog to weaponize his stubborn refusal to lose. Applying strict military doctrine to a survival trial turns the match into a methodical, inescapable siege. Every siege begins with securing territorial command. For Cervantes, the primary objectives are the generators. He locks these down using his first perk, Glowing Ember, which translates his defensive determination into a tangible physical advantage. Within a strict 12-meter perimeter of a halfway repaired generator, Cervantes gains an edge. Vault speed increases 10%, and attack cooldowns drop 30%. This perimeter supports intelligence gathering, feeding into his second perk, Wary Fighter, a real-time tracking system for nearby targets. If a survivor performs a fast vault or drops a pallet within his terror radius, Wary Fighter reveals their aura through the map geometry for up to 6 seconds. The interaction of these perks creates a trap, where survivors building standard defenses near objectives are actually feeding Cervantes the data he needs to intercept them. Once the targets are located, Cervantes begins the physical breach, dismantling the wooden fortresses survivors use to hide. He executes this through his unique power, Aegis and Gurgurment. His primary range tool is a heavy, notched throwing axe. Cervantes hurls the tomahawk in a straight line, utilizing the bearded blade to hook into the flesh of fleeing survivors. The weapon features a punishing ricochet mechanic. If the tomahawk strikes a pallet or breakable wall, the impact destroys the object completely, though Cervantes must then pause to retrieve a fresh axe from his belt. For an immediate close-quarters breach, he relies on the forward charge. Cervantes braces behind his massive shield and lunges forward at high speed. A direct hit on a survivor strips away a health state, and hitting a dropped pallet instantly shatters the wood into splinters. Successful sieges also require psychological attrition to break the enemy's resolve. He accomplishes this with Hex Unshaven, drawing on the superstitious legend of his invincible beard to demoralize the survivors. For every basic attack Cervantes lands while this hex is active, survivors suffer a stackable 5% penalty to their repair, healing, and sabotage speeds. The combined weight of shattered pallets and mounting speed penalties eventually leaves survivors with no remaining tools to stall the general's advance. When Cervantes is the killer, traditional looping and stalling tactics are rendered obsolete. Fleeing into dense map geometry provides targets for his shield charge, and dropping pallets triggers his aura tracking. Every defensive action a survivor takes moves the siege closer to its conclusion. The general generates dread through tactical consistency, systematically closing off escape options until the map offers no further protection. His Mori execution is the final punctuation of the siege. Cervantes plants his shield, delivers a glowing, leaping overhead strike with his tomahawk, and pauses to stroke his unsheared beard over his defeated opponent. Cervantes proves that a jovial tactician who knows exactly how and when his targets will run out of room is a unique threat in the fog. He wins not through magic, but through the patient destruction of hope.